Hi, how you doing? I thought it might be interesting today to talk a little bit about wrestling. Now, this is a marvellous little book. You see, I remember to hold it up on the right side this time. This is part of the All England series, which is the same series as Alanson Wynn's boxing book. One of Alanson Wynn's boxing books. But this is by Walter Armstrong, and it's discussing wrestling as it was in England it was published in 1904. So in the run-up to 1904, so at the very beginning of the 20th century. Some fascinating stuff in this, but I thought it might be entertaining to read some of what he says about traditional Lancashire wrestling. Those of you that are in the know will understand that traditional Lancashire wrestling forms the basis of modern catch-as-catch-can. There's a bit more to it than that, but effectively the historical form of Lancashire wrestling is kind of the foundation of modern catch. So let's see what dear old Walter Armstrong has to say about it. Excuse me one moment. Getting old. The Lancashire style of wrestling is, without doubt, the roughest and most uncultivated of the three recognised English systems, as it includes catching hold of the legs, wrestling on the ground, and other objectionable methods of attack and defence. In Lancashire, wrestling displays are confined to matches promoted by the proprietor of some popular pedestrian resort, and differ as much as it is possible to imagine from the immense gatherings in the arenas of Cumberland and Westmoreland, where sometimes nearly 200 wrestlers will assemble, varying in weight from 9 stone up to 20-odd stone. The Lancashire system is closely allied to the French style. The only material difference is that the French forbid tripping and catching hold of legs, whereas both are allowed in the County Palatine, in addition to the use of any fair means of throwing an antagonist. Dressed in light, airy costumes, usually a pair of bathing drawers and a pair of stockings, to prevent the feet from slipping, the wrestlers confront each other in the arena, ready for action, and after numerous feints, both catch hold by the wrists and fall struggling to the ground. Here the real tussle begins, the point aimed at being to bring the antagonist on his back, with both shoulders touching the ground at once, as that constitutes a fair backfall, if the fallen one can be held down for a few seconds, or long enough to satisfy the referee, who usually has anything but a rosy time of it while the scrimmage lasts. A favourite trick is for one of the combatants to seize the other by the back of the head and send him heels over head when it seems as if nothing could save him from falling on his back. With a desperate wriggle round, however, and an acrobatic leap, he often cleverly lands on his chest, and at once commences either to play his adversary a similar trick, or to make a sudden and fresh attack. He goes on in a very kind of similar style. He's clearly not a fan, if accept that it's fairly impressive, but I think this is quite a nice little bit here. The elasticity of their movements is at times something remarkable, as they struggle, writhe and twist for hours together before obtaining a fall. Sometimes one will throw the other over on his back, and suddenly getting uppermost try to force down the shoulders, which only the head and heels support, the body forming a perfect arch. All in vain, the agile wrestler is sure to escape as if by magic, and come down on his chest, when a fearful struggle again ensues until one or the other is tired out and is finally compelled to allow his shoulders to be forced to the ground. I think the thing that fascinates me the most is that that's considered to be a really kind of rough and ungentlemanly style of wrestling. Yet that's pretty much exactly what wrestling became. Out of all the other styles, Cumberland and Westmoreland, Cornwall, Devonshire, they've all kind of fallen by the wayside. And this catch-as-catch-can Lancashire style effectively became freestyle wrestling, which is the basis of pretty much all the wrestling we see today. So I think that's quite interesting, but also I love the fact that the idea of wrestling on the ground is considered both incredibly skillful and incredibly ungentlemanly. You know, and having spent quite a lot of time doing it, I can see why. What do you think? Have you tried it? Are you a catch wrestler? Have you have you given it a go? Let me know what you think. I'd be very interested to hear. Do you feel it's ungentlemanly, or is it the proper style of wrestling? So yeah, let me know. And if you liked this look at Walter Armstrong's take on Lancashire wrestling, we'll take a look at what he says about some of the other styles. Let me know. And if you aren't subscribed, it would be great if you did. I took a look at my analytics, and over 70% of the viewers of my videos aren't subscribed. So it would be awesome to me personally if you could subscribe, and to be perfectly honest, it would be awesome for you too, because you get more videos like this appearing in your feed. So have a great day. I hope the new year's doing well and you're all staying safe, and I'll see you soon.